what we have to, okay, so as we are going to work with Jenkins, first of all we have to download the Jenkins. So how you can download? So you can just write Jenkins. So there is one WAR file, so you can download with the help of their official website. So come to their official website and you can take this one, right? So it is actually long-term support. So if you want, you can download this one. So click this. So it is not a very big file. Okay, so it is a big file, little bit. So 64 MB. So let me not download it. I am already having it. So when you will download, you can download it, right, for the first time. Okay. So once this file will download, what you have to do? Come to this website. How you can install the Jenkins? They have given step by step. So I will also share the link of this. So come down. So what you have to do, if I show you the file, so if I say Jenkins, this one, right? So once you will download, it is of 64 MB. First come to this path. So come to this path where your Jenkins is present. Open the command prompt cmd, because I am going to install the Jenkins from itself here. So what you can do, first come to that particular directory where your Jenkins file is present, right? So now you are here. Okay, so I think, okay. So what you have to do, you have to write one command, java hyphen jar Jenkins dot var. So this is the extension they have given. So this command you have to write once you will reach to the particular destination where your this file is present, right? So if you again open that website, this one, right? So they are again saying the same thing. So this command you have to write, and it will take some time when you will do it for the first time, right? And once it will finish, so I am not able to show you here. Basically what it will do, it will generate you a temporary password, right? So if I come here, okay, so let me show you here, Jenkins cmd. So if you see in some images, like if I open this, so basically as you can see in the blue line, some password will be generated for you. Okay, I think not this one. Okay, so let me, okay, I think this is the same link. Anyways, let me try to maximize this. Right, so as you can see here, uh, it is returning that please use the following password to proceed to installation. So when you will run this command for the first time, after some time you will see this, right? So copy this, right, and hit this URL in your browser, right? So once you will hit this URL, it will ask you to unlock the Jenkins. So to unlock the Jenkins for the first time, you have to provide the same password. I think it is very lengthy, so copy this and place it somewhere so it will not be lost. So after that, you have to provide the password here and click on continue, right? So you can see they are providing the password, and after that you can click on the first one, install suggested plugins, right? So after that, it will take some time based on your internet connection, and it will download the Jenkins, right? So after that, it will ask you to, this is important, so you can provide your username, password, full name and email address, right? So after that, you can click on save and continue. Once you will click on save and continue, again you have to click on save and finish, and you can say Jenkins is ready, right? So you will see when you will enter localhost, which is your local machine for the first time. If I just enter here localhost 8080, as of now it will give me error because Jenkins I have not hit this command, right? So I have already installed the Jenkins in my machine. So after installation, when you will hit this command, so you can see what is the output we are going to get here. So you will get one message, Jenkins is fully up and running. So if you will see this message, then you are good to go. So as of now, so it started initialization. So it will take some more seconds and then we can start our. Okay, so it has listed all the plugins which we have downloaded and it should start. You can see it is also started to load localhost 8080. So okay, so one more thing, we are not going to cover the entire Jenkins because Jenkins itself is so big that it will take around 2 months if you want to do a course. But from the testing point of view, that is required for the tester. We will see all the important stuff because when you go into the companies, right? So there are DevOps person whose task is to work on Jenkins, right? So they will uh, going to set up everything for you. But from the testing point of purpose, we are going to see everything. Don't worry, right? So, but not the whole Jenkins because it will take more time. So if you see, you can see this message. You have to see this message. Now you are good to go. So if you see, if I open this, you can see. So first it will asking me for the username and password. So provide the username and password which you have created, right? And you can see. So I will share this link, right? So for the first time, when you will install freshly, you will see this screen, right? So okay, so it is taking some more time. So let us wait. Okay, so tell me that whether are you able to get how we can set up till this part?
Sir, during the installation, we have to provide a username and password, right?
Yeah, here it will ask like this.
Okay.
I will share this link in the classroom so that you can proceed,
Okay.
right? So okay, so it has started. So as I told you that you will see this screen for the first time, but as I am already having some projects into this Jenkins, so you will not see like this. So right, so you will see something like this, right? So let us see what we have to do when we come to this page, right? Before doing anything, first we have to tell our Jenkins. First we have to tell this Jenkins tool where our Java and where our Maven is present in our machine. So to do that, what we can do, I will come to this manage Jenkins, right? And here I think so here it is present also manage Jenkins, right? So click on this manage Jenkins when you will come to first time. Okay, so when you come, you can come to this global tool configuration. Click this and okay, so global tool configuration, and here if you see Java development kit, so click this. Here what I have done, I have given the name, right? So you can also give any name, that is not an issue, right? So but here you have to provide the complete path where my JDK folder is present, just like we did it for the environment variable, right? So provide this one. So this is our first one, right? So just click on this and provide all the two fields. And if you come down, right, so you can, some errors are coming, you can ignore that. And as we are using Maven, click this and here you will find this. So again you can give any name and provide the path where your Maven is present. So what is this path if you want to see? So I hope you remember you also set this in environment variable. So come to this. So this is a path where my Maven is present, right? So provide JDK and this one, and after that you have to click on save, so that Jenkins will be aware uh, where your Java and Maven is present, right? So this part is clear to everyone.
Yes.
Okay. So after doing these two steps, so if you want to come to this new item, click this, and here you can suppose I want to give one name. So before that, if you do not see this Maven project into your machine, into your Jenkins tool, okay, so what you can do, come to this. If you do not see this, otherwise you are good to go. If you do not see this, come to this manage Jenkins, come to this manage plugin. So you have to download one Maven plugin, right? So here you will find some plugins. So if you, so I am already having that in my tool. So if I show you what is the plugin name, so if I search Maven, this one, right? So I am already having that, right? So let me not uninstall it again. So you can do that when you will do it for the first time. Search the same name here, where you have to search here, available, right? So how you have to install, when you will search, suppose you will find that plugin Maven plugin, here you will find. Once you will download it, it will present here, right? So how to install any plugin, let me show you. Okay, so plugin list is loading, so let us wait. Okay, so it is still loading. Okay, so if I write, so why it is not suggesting me? Okay, so some plugin came like this, right? So you will, what you have to search, you have to search Maven plugin, right? So once you will see this, click on this. Suppose this is the Maven plugin which I want to install. You have to click on this, right? You can click this or this one, and it will start to download, right? So I think you can do that or not, right? So
We
basically
can.
you have to install this one. Search here, Maven, not here. This plugin you have to search. This name you have to search here. For the first time, it will come to this install available one, and then you have to install it, right? So after that install, might be it will ask to restart the Jenkins. So you can restart it as well, right? So once you will restart, you will see this. So if you click on new item, you will see this, right? Because I have to work with Maven, so that's why I will require this. So if I see, you can give any name. Suppose if I give project uh, framework, right? So you can give any name. You can say weekend, right? So you can give any name. Select, click this, and you have to click on OK. So once you will click on OK, it will create a job. So in Eclipse, we call it as a project, but from the Jenkins terminology, whenever you will create a new item, it will be called as a job, right? So it will create one job, right? So before creating the job, it is asking you for some. You can see so many fields are present here, right? So what I will do, I will come to my this one, right? Pom.xml. Where is my pom.xml present? If you want to see, Alt Enter, it will open this box. Provide the complete path of pom.xml to your where you can provide it here, right? So there is some field pom.xml. I think it is, yeah, here it is, right? So provide the complete path pom.xml, right? And it is asking me what I want to perform. So if you remember that if I want to run my project, how I am doing it from the machine, I will say I will right click run as Maven test, right? So if I want to perform this goal, I will write mvn test, right? But Jenkins by default will understand that it is a Maven project because I am providing pom.xml. So you do not have to provide this. If you provide, you might get an error, right? So just provide this, which means you have to provide Maven test every time, right? So after that, so this is the only thing. And if I click on save, so it will create
Uh,
one job.
Sumit, can we give any name?
Yeah, you can give any name.
Okay.
So this is the name I have given. So basically this is the job, right? So if I want to run my project, right? So what I can do, so from the suppose client want to run the project. If your project is present inside this Jenkins, so you can say to the client just click on this builder now, right? So if I say click builder now, it will start to build your project, right? So if you come down little bit, so you can see whatever the job you have created started to run. So if you click this, and click on this console output. So here you can see what is happening with your test, right? So all the output will be listed here. So it will take some time. You can see it is referring to the pom.xml which I provided. So these are the warnings you can ignore. That is not an issue. So our each and every test case. So basically what is happening when I'm providing Maven test, it is simply executing the test.ng XML, right? From because I provided Maven Surefire plugin. So automatically test.ng XML will run, and we are going to same again the same output. But this time I will, right? So you can see Chrome open. Again, three websites will open. You can see first one, second one, and third is Amazon, right? So after that, program execution is done, right? So if you want to see what it is doing after that, I think it is taking the screenshot. So automatically it is opened, right? So after that it will stop. So total again failed 3. That is fine because I have failed the test case. You can see each and every data here, right? Why this test case is failed? Why this test case is failed, right? and you can also see this one, why this test case is failed, right? So if your test case will fail, you can see it is recording the test result. If your test case will fail, okay, so let us wait for that to finish. Okay, so it is taking more time. Okay, so test. Okay, so it is still loading. So if you want to see the output again, it is. So if you want that your job is taking more time, you can also click this. So let me not click that as of now. I think it has stuck, so I need to run it again. If I click this, so click this. Okay, so it is saying I have aborted the test case, so it is now failed. So, okay, but it is still doing some processing. So let me run it again till then. Okay, if I click this build now again. Okay, so until unless this will not stop. Okay, so let me do one thing. I don't know why it is stuck. Let us do one thing. Uh, so if I open localhost 8080, So let me work on this, because this one and this one is same, right? Only the name is different. So before the lecture I tried that, so let us work on that. So actually it is the same. If you want to see, open this. So somehow it is not working. So if you come to this, and if I show you the pom.xml location, so if you come down, you can see, not this one, right? So this is the same project we are working on, but the name is different. So if I save it and let us try to run that, somehow it is stuck. So I will check that after the. So if I click this build now, it should build. So you can see total 24 times I have run that. So if you see this, similar way, if you see this and if you see console output, so this time it should not stuck. Let us see whether the earlier one. Okay, so let me not change the tab.
Hello.
Huh,
So we have to provide this URL to client, right?
which one?
This Jenkins URL.
No, I will tell you that you will send the email, so that
Uh,
everything will be on the email. So this time, okay, so again I think it should not fail. Okay, so this time it has passed. Passed in the sense it will not stuck, I think. Okay, so I think here it again. Okay, so this time it has not stuck. So actually you are seeing this, because I will tell you how to send the email, because already I have set up everything in this project. So now once the channel is stopped, uh, okay, so after that, so when you will run for the first time, you will not see this. So I will tell you how you can send the email and all. So after that it is finished. So as we are getting some test case failure, so total test case 3, failure 3. So this is the reason you will see red color, which means some issue with your build, right? Which means some test case are failed in your project. So right, so this is one red one. If you will fail any test case, then it will show. Okay, so you can import any project, run the test case. So suppose if you want to also see, if you see, as I am running this project, and if I refresh it, right? So as I know that this is our which file, report ng, right? So this we have generated. If I show you how it will look like, right? So this is how it will look. 3 test case fail. So when Jenkins will run, same we are getting. But I want to see this. I do not want to go to the directory every time. I want to see this in the Jenkins itself, how we can do. So so let me first copy the entire path. So this path I have copied. So after copying this path, I want to publish the report itself in the Jenkins, so that client can also see easily. So come to this, right? So this is your Jenkins. So you can come to again home page, Jenkins home. Okay, so again it is okay. Why it is taking more time? What happened? Okay, I don't know what is the issue. So, or let us work on this one. So I think it has stopped. Okay, so not this one. I think this one. Okay, so now it has stopped. So let us work on this one. So right. So if you see, I want to also generate the report. So come to this Jenkins. First you have to download one plugin. Then only you will be able to show the report here itself. Manage Jenkins. Sorry, not this one. Manage plugin. And here I have already having it. So you can download it for the first time. It is HTML publisher, right? So this plugin you have to download, right? So once you will download this plugin, come to this. Suppose if I work here, which we have created, so we have created this one right now. So come to Jenkins and come to your which one? Uh, Click on configure. So whatever the job you have created, if you want to configure this job again, you can click this configure, right? And in the configure, you can select this. After installing the plugin, when you will click this, so it is saying that after when everything is finished, what you have to do. So I will say I want to this. So this option you will only see when you will install the plugin. Otherwise, you will not see this. So first install the plugin, HTML reporter publish plugin. Click this, right, and click on add. And here it is saying which directory. So by default it is giving this file name. So if you see, where is our, this is our file name, right? Index.html. So it is present inside this HTML folder. So copy this path. Okay, not this one. Let me copy this path, paste it here. Okay, so not this one, right? Okay, so let me copy it from here again. So copy this path till here, because inside this HTML folder it is present. So I will copy the path till HTML folder, because it is saying to give the path till the folder. So this is HTML, right? So this is the complete path from here to HTML folder, and inside that this is my HTML.html, right? And you can give title if you want, and you can skip this, right? If you want to give the title in the sense this one. So as of now, let me skip this and click on save. So once you will skip this, right? And if I click build now again, right? So let us, okay, so one more thing you can do. Let us do one more thing. Click close this. As of now, we have to configure one more thing. So you can see if you abort in between, it is seeing as black, right? So this is the some colors they have defined. So if you click configure again, come down, and here click on publishing option. So this is, you have to check, otherwise it will overwrite the file. So I want to keep each and every report in the Jenkins, right? So if I run 10 times, so 10 different HTML report I want to see every time, right? So you can ignore the rest of the one, right? So just check this HTML past report. So click on save. Now if I run it, build now. So now again it will run third time. You can see console output. Okay, so after that Chrome browser will open. And third is Amazon website, right? So this time it should not stuck. So some issue was coming from here in this. I think that is the reason it failed. Anyways, so again total test case 3 failed. That is fine. So this time it should invoke after that. You can say channel stop, right? And you can see this time archiving this where it is. Okay, so it will come after that. It will actually get the HTML report ng file to Jenkins itself, right? You can see HTML publisher plugin, right? So it is getting that HTML, come to that HTML folder and getting that HTML report and place it here, right? So if I just say it has successed, after that if you come to project framework, right? So this is our HTML report. Earlier it was not coming because we are not using that. If I click this, okay, what is the issue? Let me, okay, so let us do one thing. Jenkins, there's some issue actually due to the some security reason. Jenkins, this one. So I have to run one command in the Jenkins. So basically due to some security reason you will not see the file sometime. So you can, if you come down, right? So this you have to run. Where you have to run? See. Okay, so has it generated or not? Okay, no. If I, which one it is? Project framework weekend and HTML report. Okay, so somehow it is not generating. Let us run that command. Where we have to run? Okay, so it is 8080. Okay, so come to your Jenkins, manage Jenkins. Come to this script console. Paste this command. Just run this command. Right. So after that, if you, okay, so if you see the result like this, which means it is success, right? So if I run this, so basically you have to write again, you have to run your command again. Okay, so no command, actually you have to run your build again. So we are working on this. We have created again. If I build, so this time let me do one thing very fast. Let me remove this one and this one, or okay, let me not remove. So again it will take some time. Console output.
Sir, where we have to configure the email setting.
Yeah, I will talk about it after that. First let us see whether we are able to generate the report, then we will see that. So again 3 test case fail, it will record the result. Okay, channel is stopped. So if I come here, so we are working on this one. So open this. Test result, and here you will see, you should see. So basically Jenkins is also providing some kind of file here, file in the sense test result, right? So if I refresh it, you will see HTML report. I think it has finished. So let us click this. You can see this time it has generated after running that command. So same file which we are viewing from our Eclipse. If you click this, 1, 2, 3, right? So 3 screenshots again, because 3 times 3 test case fail, right? So if I just suppose, if I remove this test case, suppose which one? This one. If I provide only one test case, okay, so it has end, no issue. Okay, so it has, I have commented this test case, and also if I commented this test case, control shift slash, right? So let us see whether we are going to get any updated report or not. So just change the code here, but every time, where it is here. So let me close this, come to 1, right? So if I run it again, and this time let me do one thing, I will pass. So I will not fail any test case, right? So if I not fail any test case, let us see how our report will generate. So click this one. Here I have to run my project. So build now. This time it will run very fast because only one test case. So, and it will also not fail. So this time we should not see any screenshot in our file, because we have written the logic in such a way that only take the screenshot when our test case will fail. So let us see. Okay, so console output. So this time failure is 0, pass is 1, right? So this time it is success. Earlier it was failing because okay. So again you will see the report. It will pull the report every time. So once okay. So after that reports and it will stop, right? Finish success. So this time as nothing is failed, you will see this color, right? Which means everything is success. And if you come here and come down, so do not click this, just click come here. So which one you want to see? I want to see the which is passed. So click this. So when you click this, come down, and this is the HTML report attached, right? So you can see total test case 1, pass 1. Click this, right? So only one test case and it is also passed. So no screenshots are present. If it will fail, screenshot should be present, right? So are you able to get how we are getting the report every time?
Yes, yes.
So suppose if you see here, if you want to see the screenshot of some other, so this we are working here, and I want to see the screen what happened at when I run this at this particular time. I want to see the report. So click this, come down, click this HTML report, right? And you can see test, right? So you can keep a note on every time you will run, right? So this is one thing. So let us now see how we can send the email. So there is also one. If I open localhost 8080 again, so now I want to send the email every time my Jenkins code will run. So to do that, come to Jenkins, uh, configure Jenkins, sorry, manage Jenkins, click on this configure system. This time the first one. So here when you will come down, give me a minute. Where it is? Okay, so it has opened, right? So once you will click the first one, come down. So many options are here, but from our point, this one. So basically every email, right? Gmail, Yahoo have some server. So it is simple mail transfer protocol. So for Gmail it is this one, right? So you can Google it and search if you want to work with the Yahoo. What is the SMTP server? So as of now we are working with Gmail, right? And every email will have this suffix. So I'm providing it here, right? So this here and click on advanced. So this is one dummy Gmail I have created, right? So what I have done, okay, so here you can provide the password. So as of now, when you will do it for the first time, it will simply ask you for the password. So I want to send each and every mail to my client from this email itself. So provide that email, provide that server SMTP server. So and provide the password. You can check this. So by default, I think it is checked. So it is some kind of certificate and come down. So this port you can also Google, right? So for every Yahoo SMTP port is different. For Gmail it is this one, right? So after that you can test it as well. So click this. So suppose if I write one email, so or let me send it to itself both. So this is one dummy email I have created, right? So let me open that email in incognito mode, so we can see whether we are okay. So one more thing you have to do. What you have to do? So first let me So I will say what is it? It is okay. So give me a minute. Huh? So once email will open, okay. So what I want to do, if I open it again, this one. First you have to come to the setting. So basically you will find that setting. You can see the path. So first you have to turn it on. Otherwise you will not be able to send the email, right? So when you will work with your own email, come to the setting, right? So you can Google around how to reach to the setting, or you can say allow. So you can this one. So as of now, let me not change this one. Okay, not here. This one. Okay, you can Google around where to find this setting, right? So somewhere around in your account, Gmail account, automatically by default it is off, but you have to turn it on if you want to send the email from Jenkins, right? So for that email, for this which email, uh, this one, what I have opened, I have already turned the setting as on, so that I will be able to send the email, right? And once I will come here, I will come here. Okay, so is that page closed? Okay, so anyways, let us come to that page again. So Jenkins, can manage Jenkins, configure system, and this one. Okay, configure system. Okay, so after this page will open, come down and you have to make some setting here, right? So again, advanced. So copy this one, and you can provide your. I am sending it to itself because I'm only having one mail. So as of now, and click on test. So make sure to provide the correct email password. So you can see email sent. So which means everything is correct. And if I check it, right, so you can see test email, right? So I do not want to send test email. So once I have done everything, setting here, click on save, right? And if I click on save, and as we are working on this one, and let me fail the test case this time. So if I fail this single test case, so what will happen if I come to configure tab. So come down after setting up the email port, Gmail, everything about Gmail, come to this. So in your case, that option, right? So you will find this option, email notification. So in my case, it is coming here. So somehow, sometimes it will come here as well. So you can check that. As of now, it is not present. So that is editable email we are not going to see. Just see this. That is more than sufficient, right? So this is email notification. How we can send? Click this. Now, what are the recipients? So let me send it to myself, right? So sometimes if you want to receive the email as well, you have to turn that setting on, which I have done it for that. So you have to allow less secure apps, otherwise you might not receive the email, right? So you can provide comma and provide many emails, right? So you can, by default it is this, so you can do not change this. So you can select every time this one, or you can not check. So So I want to receive email for every this uh, failed build, right? So just provide the email, save it, and let us see if I run this one last time. What how you are going to get the output. So it has started to run. So let us wait for that to run. So let us open this inbox as well. So this time only one test case I think we are running. So but this time it will fail. So we should receive an email here. So it will come automatically. So let us open. Okay, so I think this is the only test case. So I think this is not the one. I think we should receive the email. So for is it sent? Okay, so it is still processing. So that's why we do not receive the email. So that you can also see the logs which are generating. You can see sending emails to this one and this one, sending emails to this one and this one. So entire thing you will see that in email as well, right? So okay, you can see. So somehow you are receiving two mail. Okay. So anyways, why it is sending you two mail? I think these are the same mail. But you can see what it is saying. Whatever, how many test cases are there, entire thing will come here. You can see. So you can also see from the email that something wrong happened. So test run one, failure one, right? And everything, right? So whatever that will come, you can also send the email. So this is it clear to everyone how you can send the email? So you can also access it from here as well. Okay.
Yes, Sumit.
So you can also try to add more emails. So this time if you see what is our report, where is our report? I think it is completed. Okay, so where is our report? I think this we have run project weekend, right? Okay, and if I come down, this is our report. Only one test case which is failed. So it should be only one screenshot, which is this one, right? So every time it will take the correct screenshot of the test case, right? So one more thing we can see. I have told you that if you want to run your test case automatically, I think right. Basically, what I want to do every time when I come to office, I want automatically Jenkins will run the test case. How we can do that? So basically, you have to write like this. So first one is minute. Set first one is this is minute. second one is hour, third is day, month in a year, and this is day, week. So suppose what is the time as of now? 18:30, right? So if I want to run my test case, so this first one is minute, so I will write 18. Let us give 31, right? And this is here I will write my hour. So it is right 18:31, right? You can say okay. So 31 already done. So let me write 32. And if I provide what is this star, which means every day in a month, right? So from 1 to 31 it will run every day at this particular time. So this is what it means, right? And if you say star here as well, which means what is this second last one, 1 to 12, which means it will run all the 12 months, all the 12 months, all the weeks of the 12 month, which means 0 to 7, right? And 1 to 31 also you provided the star, which means it will run entire month but at this particular time, right? So as of now what is the time? 31. So let me provide 33, otherwise, so you can make changes later on. Provide one space, copy this, right? And let us change it very fast, otherwise time. Come to configure this, come to this configure of this, and come down where it is, uh, right? So this one is the, click this and provide it here, right? So 18:33, as soon as our time will start, save it. This time I will not run it, but you will see once 18:33 will happen, automatically this will at line number 7, uh, one build will trigger. So this is how you can make some changes. So let us wait. Okay, so 18:33, you can see automatically it has triggered. So this is the magic of Jenkins. So you can uh, play around, right? So again it will simply running this. Earlier we are doing this by builder now, but now it is automatically running. So this part is clear to everyone how you can schedule your run.
Yes, yes.
Yes, Sumit.
Okay. So we have covered most of the things in Jenkins which are very required from the testing point of view. And if you want to explore, you can explore, right? Is it clear? So again after that you will receive one email. So let us see just 10 minutes topic. It will not take much time because today I have extended this class. But let us see this. So let us not touch this. It will keep on executing and it will stop. So what is the topic? Actually, Selenium will has come up with some new features. So if you see this, so I got it from from one of the website I got. I will also tell you the name. I am not remembering that. So if you want to capture the screenshot of particular web element, right? So if I do one thing, let me do, what you can do.